Justin Mock. I'm the founder of Effortless Electric. We came up with this idea thinking about the fast approaching adoption of electric vehicles and what's the best place to charge. We believe that's at home, and we want to make that process as easy as possible. We're a full service installer. We're going to make sure you have the right charger for your car and the right charger for your electric system at home. We'll answer your questions and make sure you're getting the fastest charging available. These are high voltage, high amperage chargers. You really need to make sure your installer knows exactly what they're doing to have a safe charging experience at home. We're here to answer those questions. Make sure they not only get the right charger for their current car, but if they're going to switch cars in a few years, that this charger they have installed is going to be future-proof and ready for their next vehicle.
We've got a great relationship with Effortless Electric, who has provided several systems for our consumers, and we've got rave reviews from those referrals that they've done a really great job. We wanted something we could have some control over, be able to turn on and off for our cars. It's been a big help to us. So the reason why we chose the company was the knowledge of not just the electrical side of it, but our vehicles, our customers' needs, and our needs from a business standpoint. And they're able to guide us into selecting the right stations, but also making it really simple for our customers to make those decisions at home as well. They've done a wonderful job with our customers, and they've got nothing but great things to say about, hey, they were treated, how professional they were, and just great to do business with.
We are the electric vehicle charging professionals. This is what we do. This is all we do. So if you're interested in having charging installed, we'll come out and give you an effortless estimate, let you know exactly what it's going to cost, make sure you get the right charger installed for your car in your home. So I'm Justin Mock. I'm the founder of Effortless Electric. We came up with this idea thinking about the fast approaching.
Early on in their recovery process, sometimes I get this impression they're like, yeah, man, you know, we get it. You got clean a long time ago. You're from the past. You know, that was then. Things have changed. And I try to tell them, I say, look, I'm not from the past. I'm from the future, okay? I've been where you are, and I've been where you want to go. And I've come back here in my time machine to try to give you a little bit of what I learned along the way.
I started to look around as a man in middle age, looking at other people entering recovery, where the support that existed for them on an outpatient basis really did not exist. There were no outpatient programs that offered support for family systems. There were no programs that offered support that met people who were dealing not just with family issues, but with career issues, with middle life issues, with issues associated with dealing with children, sometimes teenagers, sometimes adults. There was a lot of emotional baggage. We really wanted to be able to establish something that was special and unique, and not just address those issues, but addressed all of those issues.
New Paradigm's owner-operated, so when you come to New Paradigm, you're going to have interaction with the individuals that are fully invested in the organization. And not only that, because the owners of this organization happen to be in recovery themselves, the treatment involves what you would expect, which is, you know, addressing the symptoms of substance use disorder. But in addition to that, and really what's more important in the bigger picture, is there's a focus on recovery, on what works at having improvements in your life in the areas that matter to most of us. You know, not just the compulsion to use or the problems created by substance use, but how do we thrive in recovery? And as a whole in healthcare, we focus a lot on pathology, but not enough on recovery.
We sit down with each person that comes through our doors the first time and we meet them. And by meeting them, we're walking through everything that's going on, everything that they're looking for, so that our program can meet their needs. We're not trying to push onto anybody that comes into our program a cookie-cutter way of treatment.
We really put our whole lives into this, and we don't do it for the paycheck. We do it because our lives are recovery. I didn't have a choice. This is what I had to do this for my life. I first had to get clean, and in order to be a father, to be a son. And then when I got into recovery, and I just had such a passion for it, and I found what it's like to help another person, and then I found out you can do this for a living, and you can spend your days doing this and helping people. and you can bring on other people to your team that care as much as I do, yeah, it's awesome. There's nothing else I'd rather do with my life.
And they're early on in their recovery process. Sometimes I get this impression they're like, yeah, man, you know, we get it. You got clean a long time ago. You're from the past. You know, that was then. Things have changed. And I try to tell them, I say, look, I'm not from the past. I'm from the future, okay? I've been where you are, and I've been where you want to go. And I've come back here in my time machine to try to give you a little bit of what I learned along the way.
I started to look around as a man in middle age, looking at other people entering recovery.
When we started YTS, we truly wanted to be different in solving for your total solution to wealth management. In a time where other money managers and firms say no to solving problems, we wanted to be your trusted partner to solve as many problems for you as we can and help make your life just a little bit better.
What I believe makes our service model extremely unique is our ability to provide our advisors with the resources they need to perform at a high level. What that then allows them to do is provide their clients with an incredible client experience, provide great service, which at the end of the day is our ultimate mission.
At YTS, we strive to take a planning-first approach with our clients. We want to understand your goals and what's most important to you to help construct a roadmap that'll help you get closer to those goals. As your total solution, we want to understand everything from your taxes to your retirement plan to ensure that we're bulletproofing you against anything that life could throw at you financially.
As an advisor at YTS, I'm proud to be part of a team with the resources and expertise to address a wide range of our clients' needs. From specialized investments in retirement planning to navigating health insurance, Medicare, and personalized tax strategies, YTS has helped me serve my clients in a way that no other firm could compete with.
Decades from now, when I'm measuring the success that we've achieved at YTS, I will point towards working to secure the lasting financial legacy of thousands of families across the country.
Well, hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for Super Soccer League playoff action. We're so glad to have you with us here on DMV Sports Media, live on YouTube. We're moments away from the walkout, anthem, and of course kickoff here from Langston Hughes. As always, let us know your thoughts on the match to come. Of course, score predictions. If you get the score right before kickoff, we'll get you Chipotle for free. But all patronage very much welcome and supported. Make sure to share the link with all your friends, anyone who can't be here in attendance tonight. This is going to be the number 1 seed, Los Toros, who were hot through the season, carrying the season title, taking on North Stars, who crept into playoffs. Sometimes it is the underdog story that takes the day. We'll see who comes out on top as we kick off here at Langston Hughes. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. We're so excited to have you with us. We have a doubleheader tonight. Virginia Dream will take on Blazers FC as the 2 and the 3 seed. Make sure to check out that match as well with Josh Campbell on the call. And we'll get kicked off with the walkout and anthem in just a moment. Make sure to get your interactions into the chat. Drop a like on the video to help others find us in the algorithm and give these players and teams the exposure they deserve. And we'll be right back with you after the walkout and anthem. We will now rise and honor the flag with the playing of our nation's national anthem. Well, the walkout is finished, the anthem played, and it's time for action here at Langston Hughes on a beautiful November's Eve. Two teams ready for action. Of course, we talked about Los Toros as the favorites here tonight. They were exceptional through the season, coming out with that season title, but playoff action is a special time. You never know what will happen. North Stars, they came out just on top by way of goal differential, and so everything here is a gift to them. At this point, nothing to lose. It's time for them to show their mettle here on this beautiful November's Eve against a Los Toros side that has really been in the mouth, in the talking points of every DMV footy critic. We're going to have a meeting of the captains here in the middle with our center official, Brendan O'Neill. Chris Campos will wear the armband for North Stars. Gabby Gomez will represent for Los Toros. Two players very much to watch out for in this match. Campos has been the glue for this North Stars midfield. Gabby Gomez is the orchestrator, the magician behind the magic, who sets the tables and at times will come up with some really lovely finishes. Other players to watch out for North Stars. Watch out for Kevin Asiga. He is the tip of the spear, the man up top, who certainly will be called on to attack the goal for Los Toros. Watch out for Carter Berg, a player very much in form, has been scoring goals almost at will in the back line. It's Kevin Cruz, who has been a veteran performer. He's a communicator and a real player alongside Emiliano Castillo, another veteran player in this Los Toros side. With Travis Basso, of course, in net. Lots of age, lots of experience in years. It looks like Los Toros will look to find their youth on the outside. Anthony Lara will feature on the opposite of Ali Magoob. On this Los Toros side, Jamer Diaz inside, Jacob Esfaha flanking on the far right of Carter Berg, with Aiden Mahoney playing the number 9 role. In goal tonight for the North Stars is Turge, but no time to waste. We're immediately underway with North Stars playing right to left, wearing their pink tops, blue bottoms. Of course, Los Toros will play left to right, wearing their mint green turquoise tops and black bottoms. This is hotly contested as Esfaha wins it back. Now Asiga feels he was fouled. No decision forthcoming, and North Stars will have to start all the way back to Turge. This is well controlled by Gavrapu. Now into the feet of Candelaria. Los Toros have won it back on the far side, and now Los Toros throw inside of North Stars territory. This one's well knocked around. Here's Diaz. Finding Berg in space. Berg will send it forward for Gomez. But the North Stars back line does enough. This is well defended. Looks like that was Caduce Kimfe who made the shield to marshal this one out. Now it's down the line from Jeffrey Wolfenheimer. And North Stars will keep it on the pitch. Looking to win some space. Not backing down from Los Toros. These two sides matched up a couple times during the regular season. The first time, Los Toros earning a resounding 7-1 victory against the North Stars. In the second match, it was much closer. It was 2-0 in a match that saw North Stars very much in the match. Two kind of fluke goals. It was an own goal and an unlucky one that floated into the North Stars back line. Really could have gone either way, so expect tonight to be a well-contested, well-fought match, but North Stars certainly will understand and respect Los Toros as the favorite. And you see their measured, patient approach as they try to build out of the back. Ali Magoob has won it. It's contested by Emmanuel, and now Caduce Kimfe has won it. Here come the North Stars. Through the midfield, Castillo with the strong tackle. And now there is going to be a set piece for the benefit of Los Toros just inside their own area. Looks like Campos will stand over top, but now leaving it for Boiro. Boiro with a low line drive towards the top of the 18. Lara first time to it. Now Wolfenheimer. Back outside. Shot taken, and the shot well over. And it's going to be a goal kick for Los Toros. It was Jose Alvarado who took the strike on from distance. Certainly needed a little bit of fate and fortune in order to find the back of the net, but this was well over, and Los Toros will happily play from the back. Here comes Emiliano Castillo down the line. Magoob, looking for assistance, has found his midfield as Lara steps up. Now sent out wide by Jamer Diaz as Faja looking to get those long legs in action. Wolfenheimer is there. Great service, but Jeffrey Wolfenheimer well defended. Unable to make a decision in time. Los Toros quickly to the action. It's sent back across, and Freddie Javel will keep it moving. Now Magoob down the line. It's good patience from Carter Berg. Sees something he likes inside. It's flicked on from Mahoney. Mahoney gets a foot to it. And it's well picked out of the air by Reyes. North Stars #1. But then Reyes will send this one forward after collecting that off the foot of the Los Toros man. He has a service up top, and it looks like this will go against Kevin Asiga. We'll look to that battle throughout the match today. Kevin Asiga and Emiliano Castillo. That was a set piece going against Kevin Asiga. Welcome all those into the chat. Give me a moment. I'll get right back to it. But for now, it's sent in by Los Toros. Carter Berg undone by Boyro. Gomez gets a touch to it. And now Gavarapu sends it up the pitch. Candelaria unable to hang on. And now Mahoney will take over for Los Toros, keeping it on the pitch. Javel, Gomez, and now Anthony Lara. Down the line, Jamer Diaz likes what he sees first time, sends it across, and it's golazo of the highest caliber. What a service from Jamer Diaz, what a finish from Carter Berg, and it's 1-0 for the top seed, Los Toros. Gonna come back and look at this replay in a moment, but that is a lovely service from Jamer Diaz. Took it first time. The North Stars back line hesitated. And paid a heavy price for it. Oh, not finding the replay, but you can rewind at your leisure. For right now, it's 1-0 for Los Toros. This is looking at a response. There is another foul going against the Siga, and this one will be met with a caution. It's a yellow card for the North Stars #9. Take a look back at this decision, at this foul. From Siga, we got the replays working here. We're back underway. This is Cruz to send it in. We'll keep it on the ground for Javel. Los Toros finding an early connection between Jamer Diaz and, of course, Carter Berg up top. No surprise there. Let's see if North Stars can respond. If not, it's going to be a long night for all of us. The North Stars do have verticality. They do have quality on their side. See what they can find. Looks like they'll send and commit bodies towards the 18. Here's the service. Bounces around, shouts for handball, not given. Second ball picked up by Magoob, and now Los Toros will look to break out. It's well sent out wide. Now Gomez has Carter Berg on the far touchline. Berg, ever dangerous, has found Mahoney. The strike taken and the strike finished, and what a finish from Aiden Mahoney from A to B as quick as you like. What a finish from Los Toros. Great connection between Carter Berg and Mahoney. And it's turning quickly into a rout. 2-0 is your scoreline here at Langston Hughes. Welcome back. Go for it. 2-0 here in the 9th minute. What a goal from Aiden Mahoney, assisted by Carter Berg. North Stars find themselves at a deficit in the early moments of what has been a really tough contest. Some of the leaders here on North Stars trying to right the ship. Wolfenheimer takes it down the line. Here comes a Siga bouncing off the challenge and has won a set piece for his side. It's an opportunity for North Stars to send one towards the Los Toros 18 and test this back line, test Travis Basso. The hands all over a Siga from Anthony Lara, which has drawn a set piece. Comes the delivery. It's sent low, and Basso able to pick this one up without much controversy, without much drama. Toros sending bodies forward, and of course will elect to play from the back. Here's Castillo down the line. Gomez likes what he sees inside. Lovely control from Javel. And it looks like this will be a set piece for the benefit of Los Toros. Quickly sent in. Diaz up the field. Now an early service cut out by Cadus. Campos will recollect. Still a lot of time as far as North Stars are concerned. So yes, they've been punched in the mouth here early on. And yes, it's been a really strong start for Los Toros, but theoretically North Stars still have plenty of time to right the ship, to find some momentum, but it needs to start now, and it needs to change quick. This is Magoob all the way back to the feet of Travis Basso. Basso will send it towards the midfield, and it is going to be another set piece. Been really handsy in there. Welcome Abraham Ubeda, Sam Devonshire, Mr. Christie, Osama Nasir, Will Gars, Corey Dudley, Nocturne of History. Good to see everyone in the chat. I predicted 7-0 for Los Toros on the offshore betting sites, which only offer Chipotle. This one sent forward, and it looks like there is a foul that is going to undo any would-be progress for the North Stars. Castillo, the aggrieved party. Looks like this one's pretty far off the ball. And it will be a set piece on the far side for Los Toros. We've had all of this one. It's been a beautiful night, but the wind's picking up, and we'll see how that affects set pieces, how the conditions down on the field change. Looks like Los Toros not in any real hurry to send this one back in. Castillo will stand over the ball as players shift and get back down the field. Yes, it's called AbrahamUbeda.com, Sam. Just go there. He'll take your bets. You know where to find him. Honestly, we need to get a live betting site online. I feel like Super Soccer League and the DMV Sports Media games on UPSL would be great to bet on. I would happily set the line. Anyone has expertise in that? If the feds are listening, I'm just kidding. None of this is serious. It's just a joke. We're not doing any illegal gambling here. This is sent over to Magoob. on the far touchline, has plenty of time and space to weigh his options, has found Mahoney. What a turn. Mahoney just floating one up in the air just to see what would happen, but well cut out by the North Stars #1. Here comes Jeffrey Wolfenheimer down the line. What a ball. It looks like it's found its mark in Siga. 2 players there in defense from Los Toros. And it will be a set piece for Los Toros. Lara on the ball. If you're just joining us, we're here in the 14th minute. Los Toros with an early 2-goal lead. One of the goals from Carter Berg. The second assisted by Berg, scored by, of course, Aiden Mahoney. And it will be a set piece here inside Los Toros territory. Jamer Diaz sends it across the pitch over in the direction of Castillo. It's cut out by Candelaria. Here comes Luigi Candelaria looking for an early service, but we'll have to settle with the consolation prize of a throw on that far touchline. North Stars committing bodies. They really struggled to find opportunities, but this could be one to at least get a service into the 18. This is a Siga. Ran out of real estate, but the final touch came off Castillo, and now a set piece, a corner kick from the far side. Kevin Asiga will take. Starts committing all those bodies into the box as Basso assigns his defenders. Here comes a delivery to the near post. It's flicked straight up by the defense, and Javel has found the clearance on the near side. And the chance has gone, at least immediately. This is sent down the line from Campos. Here comes Wolfenheimer working against Mahoney. Wolfenheimer sends it in. Now Gussain. Excuse me, that was Alvarez. There's the clearance from Cruz and out of the air. North Stars will start again. Kevin Cruz makes another clearance, but it's still hotly contested. Campos now will collect as Siga dropping deep to help out for North Stars. This is well contested as Faja puts his body on the line, has won the foul, and this will be a set piece for the benefit of the North Star, for the benefit of Los Toros. It's going to be banged up the field from Castillo. Caduce quickly there to take over, and Maniel now finding some touches. They've come at a premium for him today. Wolfenheimer on this near side, unable to fully connect with Alvarez. Good connection from Anthony Lara. Now Campos into the feet of his colleague. It's over the top, but Cruz easily there to intervene, and it will be a throw for North Stars on the near side. Some good support building here at Langston Hughes. If you're in the area, it's not too late to come out. Watch 2 teams gearing up for playoff action. We'll have the pleasure of covering Los Toros over the weekend in UPSL action just across the way at the stadium in your frame on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. against VA Revolution. And of course, we'll also have Arlington SA, Virginia Dream Sunday at 5 p.m. So pack in if you've grown tired of NFL action and want to find some real sports action. Make sure to get some snacks, get whatever beverage suits your fancy, and tune in live on Sunday for DMV Sports Media all day long. We're down to the best matches of the season. Playoff action promises some real tasty matchups. So we look to the rivalry of Arlington and Virginia Dream, and of course, Revolution and Los Toros. But for right now, it's North Stars Los Toros locked up in a heated playoff match. This one ricochets around, finally pinballs to Faja. And Boyro has stepped up, but Mahoney gets the better of that one. Good ball forward, but again controlled by Wolfenheimer. Now all the way back to Reyes. Reyes will switch it to the far touchline. As Kinfei keeps it moving. Good turn from Emmanuel, but to no avail. Los Toros happy to put this one back down to the pitch and in their possession. There's Diaz. The engine in the middle for Los Toros. Lara sends it right back to Cruz, and then Basso as well. An excellent 11th option for Los Toros, who consistently comfortable on the ball with his feet, and it just opens up the entirety of the field. Here comes Anthony Lara down the pitch, streaking forward, has the speed to attack, and final ball touched out, but what a quick attack from Anthony Lara. Well defended by Carlos Rojas. But Los Toros not resting for a moment. It's sent into the feet of Diaz. And now Toros will switch the point of attack. It's slowed down somewhat after a quick 1-2 punch. 2 early goals for Los Toros, followed by a momentary period of respite for the North Stars, but don't expect that to last. Here's an attack down the line from Magoob. Well sent away by Boyro. Second ball falls kindly for Ali Magoob. And now the service into the 18, cleared again by Rojas. And this one will be kept alive by Emmanuel, only just. Not a lot of space to work with for Samson Emmanuel. Really well worked. Emmanuel still going, and finally tackled by Javel. And it looks like there was a set piece, a foul that predated the switch of play. And we're back in and underway. This is Campos over to Rojas. Good touch forward from Emmanuel. Tackle made, and that is going to be a set piece for the benefit of North Stars. Their chances have come at a premium today, and this could be a really good one to pay attention to. Looks like Castillo, the guilty party. Alvarado, the aggrieved man who has taken the foul for the benefit of his side. We'll see who stands over top of this one here in the 22nd minute. It's a set piece in a central area, perhaps 20 yards from frame, as Travis Basso lines up his wall. As we mentioned, 2 matches happening tonight simultaneously. The other match, Virginia Dream Blazers FC. Virginia Dream off to a 1-0 start in the 28th minute. Come back to this one, and looks like Alvarado will stand over the ball from a really fortuitous area. Here comes the set piece. The delivery off the back of Cruz, still in the mix as Faja wins the second ball. And both players go down. The foul will go against this Faja and Los Toros. Here comes another set piece. This is one that could have gone either way, very much. It looks like it has gone the way of North Stars. It looks like a Rojas will stand over this one. Here in the 23rd minute, Rojas' ball is a good one. It's flicked forward by Asiga, but up and over. No dice and no results to show for the North Stars, but this did create some problems. It pulled Basso off the line and forced an uncomfortable situation for Los Toros, but again, no results to show. Good to see everyone in the chat. Again, thanks for tuning in. Nocturne Osama Abraham, Mr. Devonshire, and everyone else. What a ball over the top. Here comes Anthony Lara, streaking forward, has touched it into the middle, but Boiro gets the crucial touch, and North Stars now have found their way forward. Here's the touch from Candelaria for Asiga. Great intervention there from Javel. Los Toros look to get forward. The play on is given. What a ball. But again, Rojas well positioned to get this off the feet of Carter Berg. And now we're going to come back for the adjudication. Looks like our center official, Brennan O'Neill, will get to the spot to deal with this potential foul. Pratam Gavarapu, the man who was down, back on his feet. Good to see Gavarapu able to continue. And it looks like we're going to have a drop off for North Stars. There is Campos over to Wolfenheimer. Now over the top. Well defended from Lara. Strike from distance, but Basso untroubled. And it will be an opportunity for Los Toros to take some more time off the clock after the deep stripe from Asiga. There's a booming ball down the pitch, contested by Berg, but not quite one, and North Stars will have the throw. Gomez gets a touch, but can't find any would-be takers, and North Stars will have the throw. This is down the line. Will be a throw for the North Stars here on the near side. Wolfenheimer looking for Asiga. The return pass hotly contested, and Gomez has found a bit of real estate. Alvarado quickly to the scene, has flicked it forward. It's every ball up for grabs, every ball hotly contested. You can feel playoff action in the air as Los Toros look to counterattack, but no connection to be found. Asiga sends it, Caduce sends it forward. Toros finally finding a bit of patience, a bit of composure. Basso sends this one long, and as soon as it's won, it's lost. Second ball falls kindly for Mahoney. Now Berg over the top. Carter Berg with a 1v1, sends it across. It's just wide of Reyes' goal, but what an opportunity for Los Toros to put the nail in the coffin. Take a look back at this replay. I think 3 goals just about seals it. And that's a huge moment for North Stars, staying alive, but only just here through 27 minutes. They really need to find some form of momentum back in this game. A match that has been really all Los Toros. There's Candelaria back out wide for Rojas. Good receipt from Asiga. No ground to be gained. That's great defending from Cruz. And the consolation prize will be a throw here on the near side for North Stars. This is touched forward from Asfaha. Now into the feet of Candelaria. Now over the top. Rojas putting his name in the hat. Second ball falls kindly for Asiga. Asfaha happy to collect and will run down that far touchline, earning some space for his teammates. That's a challenge made by Emmanuel and a set piece against North Stars. Great sportsmanship between the two friends, Emmanuel and Asfaha. but it will be a set piece against the North Stars and an opportunity for Los Toros to send one forward. This is lump forward. It's well taken out of the air from Lara. We'll send it across. Here's Javel into the corner. Magoob will send it back across. Berg always dangerous, but not a lot to work with there, and Wolfenheimer does really well to defend. And I was looking for support. Wolfenheimer goes down. That is the right call. It's a foul going against Los Toros. Wolfenheimer slow to get back on his feet and will require a little moment of attention. Still
build up on this near side.
Word in from the other semifinal match. Blazers FC have drawn level with Virginia Dream. It's 1-1 over in the other semifinal match. As we bring you back here to Langston Hughes, Wolfenheimer looks like he is back on his feet and will try to continue. In a tightly fought match that really does need all the North Stars players at their best. Wolfenheimer, perhaps one of the best, and it's good to see he'll be able to continue after a tough bit of contact. Rojas will stand over this ball here inside the North Stars territory, and now will lump it forward, and a hopeful ball in the direction of Asiga. Easily cleared by Cruz at the expense of another throw. Final touch coming off the North Stars man. And now Los Toros happy with their dividends. There's plenty of time left in this half for more to be said. How will Los Toros play out now? Lara looking upfield. What a connection, but Gomez can't control. Now all the way back to Reyes. Reyes right back down the pitch and into the fire. Lee Magoob happy to recollect on that far side. Here's Mahoney touching it out for Esfaha. This front three concocting really dangerous action. The service sent back across by Diaz and well claimed by Reyes on the final end of it. And now North Stars will send bodies forward. Reyes quickly on the ground to find Avarapu. As quickly won as it is lost. Diaz will send it back to the near side. This is Lara supporting the attack. Now Javel. Gomez, what an attack from this Los Toros starting 11. It has to be said, Javel, Gabby Gomez, Frank, Jakob Esfaha, Carter Berg, and Adrian Mahoney. Just to name a few. With supporting cast, Anthony Lara, Jamer Diaz, etc., etc. It goes on. No respite to be found. It looks like there is going to be a caution given here for Javel. More drama in here. It looks like we may see more cards. Maniel and Magoob getting mixed up in this one. Wouldn't be playoff action without some on-field drama. Looks like our center official, Bren O'Neill, sorting out any issues, and it will be a set piece for Los Toros here around midfield. Diaz will send it forward for Los Toros. Here's the delivery into a dangerous area. Mahoney touches it down. Second ball hotly contested, and Berg will put it to the feet of Gomez. There's a window opening up. Gomez sends it down the line. Now Lara. Can he send it across? Yes, he can. What a ball from Lara. Pops straight up in the air. Now back across from Gomez. Berg out of there. Golazo. What a goal. It looks like that's Carter Berg with the finish. Credit has to go to Gomez. And, of course, to Anthony Lara for setting this up. There's a conversation to be had amongst our AR and center official, but take a look back at this replay out of the air from Carter Berg. Yeah, the goal will stand. After conversation, got to appreciate the officiating crew, just making sure they got it right. There was a conversation to be had, but this goal very much will stand. There was a little wind that affected it. Difficult ball for Reyes, but 3-0 is your scoreline here from Langston Hughes. Ten minutes left to play here in the half. Well won from the captain for Los Toros, Gabby Gomez. Oh, Magoob pocket picked. Caduce will streak forward. Here is a Siga unable to round Castillo, and Los Toros right back on the ball. What a turn from Mahoney. Up the field, Ada Mahoney goes. He'll thread the needle for Esfaha. Clear window for Jakob Esfaha. Can he get this one back across? Top of the 18. Gomez dispossessed. Second ball falls kindly for Mahoney. Now back across, and Reyes makes the save after what promised to be a really dangerous sequence of play for Los Toros. Campos back to Emmanuel. Now back to the near side. Toros have had all of this one today. It looks like they're eager to meet whoever they'll face in the finals. Credit to Blazers, who have perhaps shocked the world, equalizing against Virginia Dream in that other semifinal. We'll eagerly await the next steps in that one, but for now, it's down the line from Wolfenheimer, and Esfaha has won it for Los Toros. Now Diaz. Back to Esfaha, who will switch the point of attack. Good ball over, taken well by Magoob. Now into the midfield goes Jamer Diaz. Diaz back over to Lara. Surveys the field, doesn't like what he sees, and will send it right back. Los Toros, they have the 3-goal advantage. They don't need to press the issue now. They can just keep knocking it around and wait for space to open. Every moment of possession just as valuable as a goal. This one sails erroneously into the final feet of North Stars. Emmanuel looking for space. We'll send it down the line. No connection to be found. Here's Candelaria. Into the waiting feet of Gabby Gomez. Los Toros on the front foot as Gomez sends it down the line. Here's Berg in a battle with Boiro. And Boiro has won this moment, but still has more work to do. Our Stars looking forward. Potential handball, not called, and Rojas will split the attack. And there is a late challenge coming from Berg onto Campos. And our Stars will have a breathing moment to get forward. Boyro standing over the ball. This is coming along nicely for my 7-0 prediction. I know Abraham's sweating in his boots out there. Abraham, I will happily take some Chipotle this weekend if I get my 7-0 prediction. Right now, we're right on track. Los Toros winning by a score of 3-0. Plenty of time left to go. We're in the 39th minute. Lee Magoob will have this one on the far side. Still 1 goal apiece in the final moments of the half over at Thomas Jefferson for Virginia Dream Blazers FC. Something of a shocker. But maybe then again not. Blazers have really wowed this season in Super Soccer League action. Earning the 3rd seed ahead of North Stars, ahead of Alexandria, Doratus. We'll see how that match continues, but for now, it's Los Toros, North Stars down the line. There's Marco Bravo, who has stepped on for Los Toros, sending it back inside. Castillo will take over in the midst of play. What a tackle from Caduce. Maniel sends it back. Now Caduce down the line looking for a connection. Basso will happily call this back as Bravo receives on the near side. Great switch of play from Travis Basso. Now Marco Bravo down the line. Well defended from Rojas. And our Stars will start from the back. This is Wolfenheimer back inside, finding Boyro. Candelaria finally getting on the ball. He's a key performer for the North Stars. I think we'll need to see more Candelaria in order for North Stars to be successful. Well, that ball sails erroneously wide, and now will be a throw for the benefit of Los Toros. Down the line from Bravo. Now it's Faha flicking on in the direction of Berg, but Rolfenheimer has seen the better of this one and will send it all the way back to Reyes. As North Stars look to right the ship and get back on the board. Reyes' ball is flicked on by Wolfenheimer, but no final connection to be found. Los Toros will have the throw here on the near side as Marco Bravo quickly back inside for Diaz. Now Bravo again. Searching across the field, no connection to be found, and here come North Stars. It's Emmanuel on the far touchline. Just about 4 minutes plus stoppage to go. This is going to be another set piece for the benefit of North Stars. Quickly sent in for Candelaria. Now inside, no dice for North Stars. Gomez sees something he likes. What a connection. Here's Jacobus Faha, 1v1. It's really well tackled by Mustafa Boyro, and this chance goes over the line. It looks like it's given as a goal kick. Faha didn't agree, but there's no time to contemplate. North Stars quickly down into the midfield. Good turn from Candelaria. Now back inside, Asiga holding off the defender well. Can he get it off his feet? He cannot. This is swarmed by Los Toros defenders. It's just one of the components. This side is so fit, and it doesn't necessarily show up in the scoreline. It doesn't show up in any way except for you see they're always first to the ball. There's always more Los Toros players in the front attacking area. There's more defenders in every area, and that is how fitness affects the game. Here is Mahoney back to his Faha. Strike from down deep. Oh, just up and over. Not a bad take from his Faha, but just a bit up and over. Didn't have the dip required to beat Reyes. And it will be a goal kick for North Stars FC. Take a look back at this replay. We have gone into the halftime at 1 goal apiece for Blazers FC and Virginia Dream. It looks like here we will plunge into the 44th minute with Los Toros holding a commanding lead over the North Stars. It is going to be a set piece against Bravo. Campos will quickly send it in. Plenty of time and space on the far side. Now Emmanuel. Support Gavrapu. This look better from North Stars on the far side, but is there a final connection? Here's Emmanuel, pocket picked. And finally Castillo taken down. It's a clear foul. Guilty party, Samson Emmanuel. If there was any doubt on the first contact, the second contact made it very clear this is a foul, and a hard foul at that. There's conversations from Los Toros asking for a caution, but it looks like Brendan O'Neill will abstain this time, giving Emmanuel another moment before bringing out the yellow. We are into 45th plus. We'll see how much stoppage is given. I don't think we'll see a lot. Not a lot of injuries, not a lot of stoppage to be found, but perhaps at least one for the one stoppage we did have. Los Toros on the near side, dispossessed by Campos. Now Boyro will put it back to the feet of Campos. Good turn from Wolfenheimer. Is there one final attack to be found? Here come the North Stars over to that far side, running out of real estate and running out of options, and Los Toros happy to get back onto the ball. This is Javel, leaving it off for Castillo. Los Toros patient as always in their approach. They don't need the goal, but certainly wouldn't mind it either. Possession just as valuable as a goal at this point here in the 47th minute. Play will continue. It's Gabby Gomez striding down the line. Mahoney can't contain. Now Boyro takes over. Perhaps one final option for the North Stars to get forward, but that option has gone, and Los Toros will take it back inside of North Stars territory with Jamer Diaz. Now Bravo. And Los Toros cleverly orchestrating their possession with Castillo to Javel. And now all the way back to the number 1, Travis Basso, getting his touches on the ball. It's so difficult to chase down this Los Toros side, who can stretch the field to every single inch with Basso, every center back, every fullback. Oh, here, hold that thought. Here's an early strike. Basso with his first real save of the match. What a take to try to get some momentum back. I believe that was Emmanuel who took that one on. Perhaps Gavarapo. We'll come back for the replay, but for now, it's Jamer Diaz sending an early ball in towards Mahoney. Mustafa Boyro shields it back, and Reyes is there. So make the collection at the outer region of his 18. Campos will send it back across. And play will continue here deep into stoppage time. And sent over the top. Siga the only real option there. Los Toros plenty of bodies to deal with this one as Esfaha takes it to ground. Esfaha's ball easily cut out. Now Gavarapu for Asiga. Lovely turn from Kevin Asiga. Marches towards the end line, sends it across. What a turn. Well defended. Esfaha dropping really deep to help out Los Toros defensively. Here's Asiga's second option. Falls to the backside. Oh, a clever little ball, but perhaps not clever enough, and that is going to be your final whistle of the half. Los Toros leading by a score of 3-0 with early goals from Carter Berg, Aiden Mahoney, and then, of course, a beautiful finish by, I believe that was Gomez. We'll come back and look at the replay. Thanks for joining us here on DMV Sports Media. We're going to take our halftime break. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate you tuning in. Don't forget to check out Virginia Dream and Blazers FC locked up at 1 apiece over in the other semifinal. The winner of this match will play the winner of Blazers and Virginia Dream. Feel free to check that match out. The winner of the Virginia circuit of the Super Soccer League will play the Maryland Super Soccer League champion. Check out the semifinals this weekend as Steel Pulse take on Team United and Baltimore City FC square off against Bowley's Athletic this Sunday, 3 p.m. We'll look forward to hosting those matches on the DMV Sports Media platform. I'm Noah Walker, signing off for the half break. We'll see you in just a few minutes for the second half. Well, hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is upon us here at Langston Hughes Middle School in Reston, Virginia for the Virginia Super Soccer League semifinals of Division I. Los Toros have had all of this one with an early 3-0 lead. We'll see how the second 45 match up. North Stars need at least 3 to push this one to penalty kicks. Again, this is playoff action. Winner advances to the finals. Loser goes home. Just 45 minutes to determine this one here at Langston Hughes. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to drop a like on the video. Help these players and teams get the exposure they deserve. Every single like adds and boosts this game in the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe in order to stay up to date with the DMV Sports Media broadcast. We'll have some exciting UPSL action this weekend. The Maryland DMV North Finals Saturday at 7 p.m., Bowleys and Bridgeports, and then, of course, Sunday, a doubleheader. 2:30 will be Los Toros and Virginia Revolution right across the street at South Lakes, and then 5 p.m., Virginia Dream and Arlington. Make sure to tune in here on DMV Sports Media, but for right now, it is all Los Toros, North Stars, with 45 minutes left to play. Make yourself known in the chat. Los Toros will play right to left, wearing their mint green tops, black bottoms. North Stars will play left to right, wearing their pink tops, blue bottoms. This is a solid connection from Basso to Lara. Lara takes well and will turn upfield down the line. Still going is Anthony Lara. Beautiful connection between Berg and Lara. The return pass is marshaled over the end line, but only just. Noah Alfaro has come on for the North Stars. And this is quickly sent in for Mustafa Boyro, who will continue sending it down the line. Good tackle there. The long legs of Esfaha doing just enough to win this throw on the far touchline for Los Toros. Sent in quickly, delivered by Esfaha. Bravo's ball dispossessed. Now Asigo will charge upfield with a full head of steam. And starts trying to find some semblance of possession. Emmanuel has won this back, but the second ball not so clear. Well cut out by Carter Berg. Still going through North Stars defenders. Berg taken down. And it is going to be a set piece. The question is this going to be a penalty kick, or are we going to see this outside the box? It's a yellow card going against Candelaria, and a free kick in a really dangerous area. Take a look back at the replay. Berg really cutting through like a knife. It looks like it's just outside the box. The foul made just before Berg made his way into the penalty area, and that is a decisive factor, but the yellow card will be given. It is still a really dangerous area. Looks like after a final conference, our center official, Brendan O'Neill, has changed the decision to penalty kick. Let's take a look back. It did look very close, and I'm keen to see where the contact was made. Yeah, this looks like this one's right on the line, which if it's on the line, that is a penalty kick. It's very close. Got to credit this officiating crew with making the conference and making sure to get all perspectives before making the final decision. But Carter Berg will have the responsibilities of tucking in a fourth for Los Toros. Reyes stands alone in goal. Here comes the kick for Los Toros. Carter Berg, golazo, as easy as you like. He tucks it into the upper right corner, adds another goal to his tally in addition to the assist, and Los Toros looking keen to punch their ticket into the finals appearance on November 12th. Take a look back at this replay. The beautiful execution from Carter Berg after a solo run down Jump Street of the North Stars defense. North Stars has gone from bad to worse from them. 4 goals at the deficit, and we'll see what the response is. But right now, it has only gone one way today. Still a clean sheet for Los Toros. Still a game that they're looking as strong as ever. In the other match, Virginia Dream have struggled against Blazers, but perhaps that's more credit to Blazers than it is a detriment to Virginia Dream. We'll see how that one unfolds as match continues. You can catch that live on DMV Sports Media with Josh Campbell on the call on behalf of DMV Sports Media. For now, it's Los Toros taking the ball down on the far touchline. Here comes Esfaha, slaloming through challenges, but running out of real estate, and it will be a North Stars throw on the far touchline. Virginia Dream, I'll correct myself, have found the go-ahead goal. It's 2-1 in that match, a hotly contested semifinal. Certainly closer than the match we've got here. And perhaps that's to be expected. It's a 2 and 3 seed compared to this match, which is a 1 versus the 4 seed. Blazers did finish above North Stars on the table, as did Los Toros above Virginia Dream. Right now, we'll have a set piece for the benefit of Los Toros. The wind whipping down. Is the audio still good, Luis? On my end, the audio has been banging the whole time, but sometimes YouTube does have some audio issues, so I'm happy to check it out if it continues. But for now, here's the service from Esfaha off the wall into the waiting arms of Reyes. And Reyes will survey the field before distributing. Beautiful ball up the field in the direction of Amani Yell. Anthony Venner gets a foot to it. The late Los Toros substitution. Oh, back to the feet of Alvarado. Now Alfaro, and here comes North Stars to the far side. Late substitution for North Stars in the back line. It is down the line from the North Stars. Siga has got a foot to it. Here's a deep strike and no trouble for Travis Basso, who plucks this out of the air and will restart the attack from the back. Don't fault North Stars for trying from distance. Petrashevsky has stepped on. It's a whole host of substitutes for the North Stars who have come on trying to shake the pot, trying to make some things happen. Naso Bedini, another substitution who stepped on into this back line for the North Stars. This is a throw on the near side. Lara looking to connect with Mahoney. Mahoney has taken it. And the final ball falls kindly for Berg. Here comes Carter Berg down the line. The challenge is a strong one, but it's a fair one. Well taken from Naso Bedini to kind of take this one off the feet of Carter Berg, what looked to be a really dangerous opportunity for Los Toros. This is a tackle that absolutely had to be made correctly, and it was performed with surgical precision. Anthony Lara will take the challenge of the throw into the feet of Berg. Second ball in the mix. Now Venner back inside for Gabby Gomez. And now Salvedro has made his way on for Los Toros. We'll send it back inside. Now Bravo. Back to the feet of Javel. A little turn from Mahoney. Hamid has won this one, and here come the North Stars. still in the mix. Both sides turning this one over as soon as they win it. Good little composure. Now Emmanuel to the far touchline. Alvarado has decisions to make, but will keep the ball at the feet of North Stars. This one goes begging, and Bravo will take over on the far touchline. Bravo's ball is a hopeful one, and it doesn't come out to much. Second bite of the apple for North Stars as Siga tracks it down, has won it on the far side. Still in the mix. Finally across, but Los Toros able to right the wrongs and send it out. Good challenge in there from Bravo. Second ball falls kindly for Javel. On top of the 18. Alvarado looking for a piece of action, and it finally travels over the end line for a goal. Excuse me, no, this is a corner kick. It looks like it took a touch off the Los Toros defender, or so says our center official, Brendan O'Neill. Nico Robles has also stepped on for the North Stars. Here's Amin. Clever move. Second ball falls kindly for Petruszewski, but well up and over, and goal kick to come for Travis Basso and company. Looks like we'll see more substitutions. Both sides making a flurry of sub activity. Alejandro, the veteran Nira, steps on, replacing Ada Mahoney, who has done a great job tonight scoring and helping out Los Toros. His night is done, and he will have Nira to replace. Looks like Los Toros will send everyone forward. Basso has the booming foot. Will knock this one up across midfield. Great idea. The connection not so much there. Alvarado has won it. Now it's down the line for Emmanuel. Alvarado again, back inside. Connection wasn't there, but second bite at the apple for North Stars. Alfaro sends it down the line. Now Berg. Gomez, clever little ball, quickly sent across. Wente. Excuse me. Here's Carter Berg with the goalkeeper off his line. Still going is Berg, and it looks like this one's going to go for a goal kick. North Stars eager to send it back into play. Alvarado down the line. That's poor play from the North Stars as Faja quickly inserting themselves and will send it into the feet of Gomez. Now a deep ball in from Javel as Faja out of the air, back post. And it's well dealt with by Anaso Badeni. Hopeful strike from Lara. No dice on that effort, and it will be a goal kick for the benefit of North Stars FC. Looks like Turge has stepped into the goalkeeper role here in the late portion of this match, replacing Brandon Reyes, who certainly performed admirably. No fault of his for the 4-goal deficit, but North Stars shaking it up, giving a whole host of players an opportunity for the late portion of this, trying to bring a spark, trying to give their players a final chance to play in this playoff match. On comes Yusuf Menewer for Los Toros. Meanwhile, Alvarado sends it forward for North Stars. Petruszewski back inside. Robles loses out. And that is going to be a foul going against Saavedra. Fabricio Saavedra stepping in with a strong defensive challenge, but just a little too much physicality, and North Stars will have this one just inside of the Los Toros territory. Robles finds a Siga. Now Petrashevsky, well cut out from his back line. Lara gets a foot to it. And too hot for Esfaha to handle. And now Alfaro down the line. Clever move. That ball's still alive. Here is Noah Alfaro with Esfaha on his back. Esfaha has won this one and has won the foul. Clever move from Jakob Esfaha to keep this one alive and put his body on the line to win Los Toros a set piece inside of North Stars territory. Take a look back at the replay. Alfaro put into an unenviable position, fouling Esfaha. Now the ball is quickly sent in. Esfaha down the line. Alfaro beat again. What can Esfaha find? Looking down the line, sends it across, and Turge makes the save. But the ball had already gone. Will be a goal kick to come for the North Stars. Yeah, 7-0 prediction is locked in stone. That's what I got. I think it is still alive. We've still got plenty of time. 30 minutes left to play. 4-0 Los Toros. Abraham Ubeda has left the chat because he's afraid of my 7-0 prediction. Might be too spot on. People don't like my predictions, but I can probably confidently say I've watched more hours of amateur DMV footy than almost anyone. I say almost. I'm sure there's a couple out there with maybe a couple more hours than me, but is the audio good now? Hoping it was just a YouTube thing. Here comes Carter Berg looking across. Welcome back, Abraham. Good to see you're still here. Maybe not welcome back. You're still here and have been here. De Grandes back inside for Nira. Alejandro Nira, quick feet, early delivery, and there's the golazo for Alejandro Nira at the near side. 5-0 for Los Toros, and first for Nira. Los Toros firing on all cylinder. Nira made this one look so easy. Scoring a goal, I assure you, in a semifinal is not easy, and this was a really well-placed, well-tucked finesse ball from Alejandro Nira. 5-0 is your scoreline here in the 62nd minute. Abraham is absolutely sweating bullets because he knows his predictions can't be beat. This is why I don't predict games too often, because I'll put everybody else to shame. There's a big ball over the top from Alfaro, looking for action, but easily dealt with by Anthony Venner. Now Saavedra gets it back. Here's Fabricio Saavedra directing traffic. Will send an early ball top of the 18, and no connection to be found, but that was looking strong for Los Toros. And now North Stars will start from the back. Here is Noah Alfaro into the middle. Manny Yell touches it back to the feet of Alvarado. North Stars still going. Good turn in there from Robles. Now Maniel down the line. Early delivery. And the final attack stalls out. Lara touches it forward. Good ball through the middle. Finally sniffed out by Bordero. This attack started in the feet of Saavedra. Can it continue through the feet of Berg? It's flicked forward. And Berg will send it across. Back post is Esfaha. He's got an engine that just seemingly doesn't stop. Final shot, not far wide at all, but always on the outside. Gotta love the competitive nature of this Los Toros side. They're 5-0 up, and you can see the frustration from Esfaha. Wants to do better, expects better of himself. And perhaps we'll get another chance. North Stars, to their credit, still fighting. The odds obviously stacked against them, but have not stopped trying to find their way forward. This is Boyro on the far touchline. A difficult task in front. Turge sends it up top. There's Salvedro out of the air. Clever ball to Manauer. Now it's Lara down the line, working against Noah Alfaro. The youngster goes down, but chance not done. Now North Stars breaking out. Alvarado sends it forward, and no dice. Kevin Cruz calmly makes the decision. Here's De Grandes. Back to Salvedro, and then again to Manauer. Bravo knew what he was looking for the whole time. Has found Carter Berg. Berg's ball, booming one all the way to the backside. Alfaro lumps it forward. Still requires action, and it looks like De Grandes has sent it back in for Fabricio Salvedra. Esfaha. Salvedra. Now Esfaha again has won a moment of space. And goalkeeper makes the save, but it looks like this one has gone. It was outside the frame of goal, but Turge not to know about that. Really well worked effort from Los Toros. Esfaha's ball just wide, but got a touch off of the North Stars number 1. And Lara will send this one across. It was the delivery to the backside. It's kept alive out of the air. And Kevin Cruz shooting that one as only a center back would. Well up and over, but plenty of time off the clock for Los Toros, and it will be a goal kick to come. Looks like we'll see another couple substitutions. The final of the match for North Stars. On comes Kadus Kinfe. And Pratam Gavarapu back on after a much-needed rest. Again, it's 7 subs, no re-entry within a half, so players able to come back on. Still 2-1 over in that Blazers Virginia Dream match. Dream found the advantage, but it's been tough sledding in that one. Blazers playing to their strengths, playing within their identity, and really have made a huge wave here in the DMV. Even if their night ends here against this really potent Virginia Dream side, got to give Blazers a shout out over in that semifinal. So it trickles through all the way back to Basso. As we return here to North Stars, Los Toros. Basso's ball sent forward. It's in the mix. Manauer gets a touch, but Gavarapu claims for the North Stars. Obadeni down the line. Clever from Kadus. Now bounce back. Petrushevsky will send it back again. Every ball hotly contested from Los Toros, making it so difficult for this North Star side. Robles dispossessed. Here's Nira. Alejandro Nira down the line. Looking for Berg, but no connection to be found. Flicked forward again. Here's De Grandes for Los Toros around midfield. We'll send it all the way back for Anthony Venner, who sends it right back down the line as Lara surveys the pitch. Good win from Lubedeni. Shots for handball as Faha will have to concede the throw. North Stars intend to play out. 20 minutes left to play here in this one. North Stars at the 5-goal deficit. We'll have a throw through the hands of Alfaro. Deuce, the two players immediately in pursuit. Will be a throw. It will be a Los Toros throw. And Toros will reclaim it all the way back to Travis Basso. Now Cruz. On the line is Bravo. He gets it off his feet in time, but Berg runs out of real estate. It will be a corner kick, a set piece for Los Toros. And Berg looks like he'll take the honors himself. Here's a look back at that replay. Final ball off the feet of Lubedeni. And De Grandes will step over to send this one across. Looks like there's some pushing and shoving, as is to be expected. Boiro and Bravo. One's caught up in the mix. And here comes the delivery here in the 71st minute. Grandes' ball is a good one. Demands action. Petroshevsky makes the partial clearance. Looks like this is going to be a throw for the benefit of Los Toros. There was some confusion immediately, but has been sorted out, and now De Grandes will stand over this one. Down the line as Faha loses his footing, still working against Boiro, and this foul will go against Jacobus Faha, who picks up the caution for his challenge on Boiro. Perhaps that's an accumulation of fouls. As time ticks on, it's still 5-0 in favor of Los Toros. Just about 17 minutes plus change and whatever stoppage is given in this match. North Stars will have a set piece coming out of their own area. Still looking for a spark to find something of redeeming value in this potentially final match of their season. Down the line from Amid, now Gavarapu. Second ball falls kindly, but Toros quickly on the scene. Manower sends it down the line for Esfaha. Now Nira back across and over the end line. It was a final touch from the North Stars defender that took it over that end line, and it will be a corner kick to come. An update over in that other match in the final 10 minutes of play. Virginia Dream still leading by a score of 2-1 over the Blazers. For the other semifinal, here's a delivery from De Grandes. Whipped in and away. Turge gets a fist to it, but only partially cleared. Saavedra sends it outside, and it looks like De Grande is in an offside position, nullifying any would-be gains. More Stars. Petruszewski back across. Turgey under some duress, sends it forward, and has found a connection to the feet of Caduce. Now Emmanuel. Great take from Gavrapu, but just as quickly dispossessed. Here comes Nira. Another flying challenge comes in, but Asfaha picks up the second ball. Looks like there's a man down here for North Stars FC, Pratam Gavarapu, perhaps unable to continue and will require treatment. We'll see if North Stars have any subs left to use. Again, it's a 7 substitution limit. Oh, yeah, Sam's got the 5-0 production. Sam, I think it's just you and me left in the hat. Those Toros, I'm going to have some real questions if they stop scoring at this point. Looks like Los Toros will make a switch. On comes Jamer Diaz. And Gavarapu is off. And we're back underway with play on the far side. Siga scans the field and sends it out wide. Here comes Robles. Great win from Bravo. But Hamid has taken over. Hamid riding the challenge of Asfaha, now cutting back. Still going is Hamid. We will come back to the initial challenge, the foul against Hamid. A set piece for the North Stars. Quickly back into play. Those Toros have sent it forward. There's Obedeni out of the air, over for Petruszewski. Looks like Chris Campos will come back on to the fray, replacing Gavarapu in the midfield. Oh, now you want to give the 6-0 final score prediction, nocturne of history. I don't know if it works like that. 77 minutes gone into the game, bringing out the score predictions. But fair enough. Well won by Wenner. Second ball forward from Berg. Now Carter Berg will carry forward for the Los Toros, getting more time off the clock. Alfaro, Campos, now Petruszewski. Good win there from Diaz, but ran out of real estate, and it will be a throw for the benefit of North Stars. Hotly contested on the far side. Caduce just possessed by Venner, and it will be a throw for the North Stars. Here's the service. Caduce putting it into a dangerous area. Well cleared and just wide. Not a bad take, but Los Toros happy to have their goal kick here in the late portion of this one. Still time left for more goals. Still time for more action from Langston Hughes. Again, meanwhile, in the other match, in the 85th minute, it's still just a 2-1 game. Virginia Dream leading Blazers by a score of 2-1. Basso will take the goal kick on behalf of Los Toros. Basso's kick crosses midfield. It's flicked on initially by De Grandes. Out down the line, Boiro runs out of real estate, and it will be a throw for Los Toros after Boiro's final kick went over the line. Boiro. Diaz. The final foot to it, looking for De Grandes, and Ami has found his way onto the ball, but fouled in the action, and it will be a set piece for the benefit of North Stars. Quickly sent in by Campos. Unacceptable starting position for that set piece, and North Stars will have a second go of it here inside of Los Toros territory. There's Robles. Back to Amid. Now De Grandes. Los Toros have bodies forward. What can De Grandes find? Beautiful service out wide and across. Finally cut out by Turge just ahead of Alejandro Niera. This one sent over the top from the North Stars. Manuel is there. Partially dispossessed. Beautiful tackle from Lara, who sends it down the line. Now De Grandes back to Anthony Lara. And Los Toros can get forward. Here's Berg with Niera up top. Niera's final ball, a little too direct, a little too vertical. And Turge happy to collect. Comes Amid on the far side. Looking for retribution. Petrosevsky. Now Kadus with an early service to the backside. The flag goes up. Wouldn't have counted in any case. It is going to be an offside decision going against North Stars. Of course, Basso will have the kick for the benefit of Los Toros. This is Marco Bravo surveying the field, rounding one player. Final ball goes into the waiting arms of Turge. Now Maniel cut out by Venner. Second ball picked up by Robles. Our Stars have a bit of light. Robles taken down, but no decision is given, and Cruz now will lump it down the pitch, looking for a final pass. Great connection as the feet of Niera. Look at the skill from Alejandro Niera down that far side, still going. Niera winning the second ball up to De Grandes, now across the 18. Finally, Alfaro gets a final touch to it. And Kadus will look down the line. It's well challenged by Berg, and Kadus will leave this one for Alfaro. There's Maniel, challenged well by Manauer. And Los Toros back on the ball. Saavedra looking for action. It's well challenged from Boiro. Now Petroshevsky. This is Venner and Emmanuel working against one another on the near side. Emmanuel. Back across. Boyro. Down the line for Petrashevsky, and North Star still trying to cook something up from the back. That is not what the doctor ordered. Niera has won it back. Now in for Berg. Berg unable to bury that one. And it will be a goal kick to come for the North Stars after what looked to be a promising attack. Sergey sends it in. Taken out of the air well, but quickly challenged from Marco Bravo, and Los Toros won't have to wait long for another effort. Here's Manauer sizing up the goal, quickly sending it in, and it's just wide. That is a really strong save from Terje. Take a look back at the replay. Saavedra with the take. Almost in, just a slight touch taking it away from goal. Toros will set this one up. It's floated across the box. Sergey spills. Berg's there, and his ball touched just wide. Will be another bite at the apple for Los Toros. It's a corner kick on the far side. De Grandes with the take. Here comes the in-swinger from Michael De Grandes. Into a great area at the backside. Petrashevsky in defense. Stars have found the answer. Here's Robles turning upfield. Lara gets a touch in, and the tackle will take this over the near side. I know, I had some questions about that miss from Carter Berg. I'm feeling like very much there's some conspiracy against me here. I feel like Sam and Carter must have chatted, because I saw some of those finishes from Carter Berg earlier, and then that one, come on. You're not going to tell me that's not planned. Carter finishes that one 10 out of 10 times. Sent back. There's Saavedra looking for the midfield. Good connection. What a turn. Diaz. It's a clever ball, but no connection on the final end of it. And now Terje will send it to the far side. Out of the air, Boyro can't quite find the connection he would have liked. Now Anthony Venner will send it right down the middle. Good turn from Diaz. To the outside is Niera across the box. And the challenge made at the expense of a corner kick. That was Anas Obedeni, defender in pursuit. Here comes the delivery. Jaber Diaz across the 18, out of the air. Kevin Cruz's ball. Looked good, but no connection to be found. The wind really picking up here at Langston Hughes. Take a look back at this replay. Well, Cruz has scored goals of that nature and better, but that one perhaps not one of his finest. And Terje will send it in the midfield. The wind holds it up. Los Toros on the second ball. As we head into the final moments of this one. This is Diaz. Now Berg. This is looking pretty good for you, Sam. I'm not gonna lie. Chipotle very much in the cards for you, but North Stars have something to be said. Now Lara. To the Grandes, Los Toros still looking to save my Chipotle meal. Here comes Diaz. Jamer Diaz takes it on. What a save from Turgey. Second ball falls kindly for Lara. Lara rounds first man. Can he get to the end line? Yes, he can. Goalkeeper makes the stop. And it looks like this is sent out wide to Petrusevsky. Great win from Carter Berg. Berg will send an early ball across, well up and over. That one caught into the wind in a strong way, and we're into the 90th minute now. Apologies, the wind really taking this one away from us. As our stars go down the line, here's Alfaro into the midfield. Great win from Lara, and it will be a throw for the North Stars. Alfaro. Robles, well dispossessed by the Grandes. North Stars still looking. Here we go, Los Toros with the ball out wide in the direction of Carter Berg. Mead has won it, and that is going to be your final whistle with Los Toros advancing by a score of 5-0. A huge and resounding win for the home side. Los Toros advance as the 1 seed. They will take on, it looks like, Virginia Dream. Give me one moment to check the score. Final score in Virginia Dream Blazers FC is 3-2. So Virginia Dream, Los Toros, it's going to be a repeat of last season's final. We'll look forward to that finals match on DMV Sports Media on November 12th, 8:30, live to you at Thomas Jefferson High School. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Thanks so much for tuning in, and what a match it's been. Congratulations to Sam Devonshire, the Chipotle recipient. Just hit me up. I got you with Chipotle. Probably get you this weekend if you're going to be at the match at South Lakes, the UPSL semifinal with Los Toros and Virginia Revolution. And of course, we'll also have Virginia Dream, Arlington SA at 5 p.m. Make sure to tune in here live on DMV Sports Media for both those matches, as well as the Virginia North final, Bowleys and Bridgeport, Saturday at 7 p.m. from Eastern Regional. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. So glad to have you with us and excited for the weekend. Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you this weekend.